Okay, guys, are we ready for a little chit? What's the second part?
The Chit Chatters?
Yes,
Are we the
Chit
Chit
Chat.
Chatters?
Yes, we are Chit
Yeah?
Chatters. Yes, that's the no.
Chit
That's actually
Chatters.
no. We're not the Chit. Well, okay, we are the Chit Chatters, but also the fans of Chit Chats are the Chit Chatters. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
the 10 people that watched the last episode. You guys are all loyal Chit Chatters. Thank you.
Chit Chatters.
Chit
We
Chatters.
appreciate you.
Yeah, we do. Trust me, guys. When Chit Chats gets big, and we get to like 5 million hits, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back
The
to
Chit
another
Chatters
episode.
fan base will explode eventually. Sorry,
It will. Yeah, you literally
I just
just cut off.
interrupted
It's
your
fine. No, it's fine.
introduction.
No, it's totally fine. Dom, you do my intro this time. You do the intro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I'm a Chit Chatter myself. I totally watch all of them, so I know how it goes. It's like hello, I'm Antonio, and you are watching Chit Chats, and then there goes. And then
Wait.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes every time.
Yeah,
you're a loyal fan.
I think I got it pretty good.
Yeah, Brennan, do you want to give a shot of doing the intro?
I got this. As the co-host, I think I should know how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it. So.
Okay.
Shade.
Whoosh. Top of the morning to you, laddies. Oh no, shit, that's wrong. Damn it.
You're fired. All right, get out of here. Wow. You know what?
Players, so.
I'm taking over. You know what? You guys just shut up. Everyone's being quiet.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Welcome back to another episode of Chit Chats. We got Brennan, the co-host. We got Donovan, our guest today. Thank you for being here, Donovan.
Yeah.
I know I totally didn't force you to be here. You definitely wanted to be here really bad. Yeah. I know you did. Oh, and Chica. Sorry. Forgot about Chica. How could I forget about Chica? And Epona.
Yeah, Chica.
Epona's right here.
Oh, yeah, my new poster.
Yeah, exactly. In the corner there. It's a pretty sick poster. Take our word for it. Anyway, we've been stalling for a while. So today, we thought it would be fun for this episode of Chit Chats, to do a little bit of a meme review. So it's definitely not already a thing that people do. It's definitely a new idea where basically we go on a subreddit on Reddit and review some memes. And I thought for the first ever time that we're doing this, my memory, we're gonna look at regular, non-specific memes, just memes about anything, because I don't want this to be too niche. I think we should just start a little broad.
This is gonna date this video like very hard.
I mean, maybe we'll see. I sorted them, and you guys can tell me if you think I should sort them, but differently. But I currently have the Reddit community memes of the dank open, and I'll share my screen so you guys can see it. I have them sorted by top in the past year. So that's how I'm curating them. If you guys think I should sort them in a different way, let me know now, and I'll do it. But otherwise,
I mean, I've never been on Reddit, so I don't know.
Bless you. Are you? Oh, is this your first time on Reddit?
I'm proud that I'm Redditless. But so I mean, you can do the honors.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. Brennan, is this your first? This isn't your first time on Reddit, right? There's no way. There's no way this is your first time. I mean, I'm not.
Brennan is a Redditor.
I'm not a frequent Redditor.
No, I'm not that bad of a Redditor. I just happen to spend a lot of time with a certain guy named Anthony Camacho.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sure time on Reddit with him is interesting time. Anyway, okay, so let's take a look. So while we're going through these, I think we should take turns reading them, and then we're gonna give them a score from 1 to 10 on how funny we think they are. Okay? Does that sound good?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go first, and then let's go me, and then Brennan, and then Donovan. So I'll go first. Okay. So let's see. Might have been done before, but I hope not. Rest of the world fighting Corona. The U.S. currently on a side quest.
All right.
Okay.
This is 11 months old. Okay. So this would have been back when COVID wasn't super hard on us yet.
Yeah.
In the U.S.
Well,
Right.
this was like okay. If this was 11 months ago, this was like early pandemic. Like
I feel like it still applies though. It still applies today, kind of.
It does. It does. I think it still does. If you showed me this today, I'd be like, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
America's.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know this was from 11 months ago.
Because it says up here.
Oh,
11 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah. So some of these might be a little dated. So there's it might be in our best interest to sort the past month maybe. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we gotta have topical.
We gotta have topical ones. So let's. Okay, Brendan, you want to read this one?
So that one not get rated? Are we not rating that last one? Are we just gonna ignore that?
Yeah, no, that one sucks.
Okay.
Let's just start with this one.
Yeah, we'll just pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah,
I would have given it like a 2, anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of mediocre.
You're an American, Harry.
Is this one a good one?
Yes. Yeah. For all the wrong reasons, but yes.
Yeah. I think I don't have as much of an appreciation for Harry Potter, so I don't feel like I think I get it. It's just not like it's not as like meaningful to me, I guess. You know what I mean?
8 out of 10.
I think the memes that are the most true, I think those ones hit the hardest.
That's true.
So
yeah.
I'd give this one a high score. It's like a 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm looking for ones that are gonna make me like bust my gut laughing.
What?
So, what?
Nothing. Continue.
Oh, that was not intentional. Okay, yeah, I'll give this one a 6. Brennan, you want to give it a score?
I'm just looking at the guy on the side of the bar. I mean, I know we're gonna get to that, but I want to know what that is.
What this is?
Yeah, what is that?
Dude, Eric Carlson's in the back.
Is he? Oh, he is. Yeah, do you want to say hi on the Chit Chats? On the episode of Chit Chats, the Tonyverse podcast?
Yeah.
Just say hi. You're going to be on YouTube. You're going to be famous.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Dude, that's a highlight right there. That's
the legendary.
Yeah, there you have it. That's any time one of my family members is on Chit Chats, it's going to be a highlight.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't Keaton in one of them? I feel like Keaton was in one of them.
Yeah, he was the fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Across the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
That was a legendary moment. Like all the best moments in my house happen on camera.
Exactly.
So you get lucky.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Donovan.
I read this one. Oh, I ran. No way. I ran in American movies.
That is very true, though.
Donovan, do you want to tell? I feel like this is like you can't pass up telling off the story about Iran now. You don't have to say specific names, but you should.
Yeah.
Can you please tell the story? Okay, because I don't think Brennan's ever heard this story.
I'll tell the story because it's a little embarrassing, but I mean, I'll tell it anyways. It was something that happened in high school. Mm-hmm. But so the thing, Iran is like I guess you could say it's kind of like an inside joke with our friend group, Antonio, because
I'd say so, yeah.
I don't even want to say it, honestly.
Do you want me to say it?
It's so I'd rather you say it. It's so embarrassing.
Okay, well, I'm hesitant to say it because I don't want to get it wrong. But if you would rather me say it than you, then
I'll correct you. I'll correct you if it's wrong.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so here's the story behind Donovan and Iran. So back when we were still in high school, I want to say this was like early sophomore year, midway through sophomore year, around that time. So Donovan had a crush on this girl, and I'm not going to say her name, but he had a thing for this girl, and at one point we were waiting for the bus, like the bus to take the bus back home. Like this was after school had already ended.
We had this little spot that we all congregated.
Yeah, we had this spot. Brennan would show up to that spot like.
I know the spot.
You were a frequenter of that spot, so yeah. But at one point we were standing there, waiting for the bus, and the girl that Donovan had a crush on, like, came like, See, I feel like I'm not remembering it correctly, but I think like she basically.
I mean, it's all right so far.
She came from like across the street or something, or she basically like she was running to like catch the bus. Yeah, she came from around the corner. She was running to catch the bus, and she went up to Donovan, and I think someone else was with you. It wasn't me, but the girl said to Donovan, she was like out of breath, and she was like, "I ran here to catch the bus." Right. And so Donovan, he liked this girl. He wanted to like, connect with her, like make a little joke, show off his comedic side. So he looked at her and he said, "I ran like the country."
Brennan is face palming right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm really getting exposed out here on Chit Chats.
You are.
Why do I kind of remember?
I'm okay with it though. It's in the past, and it's funny. It's hilarious. So.
I know.
It's in the past, and now it's on video.
I can't believe I was the one to read that meme.
I know. If you weren't the one to read that meme,
that meme is like a 0. I hate this meme.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like I get it. Yeah. That being said, I get this meme, but it doesn't do it for me. I'm gonna give it a 3.
I'm gonna give it like a 5 just because it's accurate.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, next one. All right. YouTuber, here is some footage showing the difference between 4K and 8K. Me watching in 480p. Okay, yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, that one's. What's that screenshot from? Is that just a random caveman?
No, I think that might be from Night at the Museum movies.
Oh,
okay. Huge nose.
Interesting. Yeah, that like how like painful it must be to like wear that kind of makeup for like hours on end.
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
Like I would hate that. Yeah, if I ever make like a full on movie, I'm gonna make you guys wear caveman makeup.
Dude, I bet he has some weird like stuff put like on his above his eyes to
he definitely does
his eyebrows.
Yeah, there's no way that. Yeah, no, there's no way like that's just his natural look.
You can see like a distinct T in his T-zone, Yeah. It's weird.
No, plot twist. This is actually like his actual face. Like they just found a guy that looked like a caveman that had this like facial structure already. They didn't put any makeup on it.
They actually traveled back in time to get this meme.
Yeah,
that's why the camera quality kind of sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as they went back in time, the camera quality just decreased.
It decreased. Yeah, that's how time travel works, right? Right. Anyway.
Okay, next one.
Well, no, wait. What would we rate this?
We got to rate it. We got to rate it.
It's pretty funny. Funny face. I'll give it like a 7.
Okay. Well, you're very generous.
I was gonna say 6.
I'm gonna say 5. Like I
we all just went down.
It's okay. But
we're waiting for the right one.
Yeah,
there'll be one.
There'll be one that'll freaking break us.
I'm waiting until marriage.
Okay. This one's you, Brennan.
Me, when I see a post I really like, I'd like to award you to the highest level I can bestow. The favorite.
Okay.
The saving the. Okay.
I like this. I like this one. I think this one's good but I can't relate to it because like whenever I see a meme that I just like remotely like, just like even a little bit, I'll save it.
You'll save it.
So like. Yeah, you've seen my saved posts. I save literally everything. I probably have like upwards of like 10,000 saved posts on Instagram.
See, that's crazy.
I don't really save memes on Instagram. I save mostly fan art and shit on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I feel like if you're saving everything, then that kind of it like defeats the purpose of saving it in the first place because you're not gonna scroll through like thousands of posts to look for one at that point.
Right. And then when I like go to show you a meme, it's like hard to find a meme.
Yeah, exactly. Like I only if I only save like the ones that really make me laugh, like like that, like this one, like the meme saying, because that
I think I'm very generous. I'm very generous with memes.
You are,
Just whenever, like, even if it just tickles my fancy a little bit.
If you were a Redditor, you would give all of these
tickles my fancy.
Tickles your fancy. That's all right. That's a saying. So, what would you rate this meme, guys?
Solid 7.
I would rate it an 8. I like this one. This one's good.
Yeah, I'm willing to. I'm going with. I'm agreeing with Brennan. I think this is a 7. I think the relatability of this meme is pushes it.
Well, I mean, like I feel like it gets a little extra points because it's kind of wholesome too. Like this is a wholesome part about.
It is very wholesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, next. He's actually. Oh, this is for you, Brennan. All right, Donovan.
Oh no! It just says he's actually gone. It's the guy who did the laugh.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, wait, like the squeaky laugh. You know the meme of the guy with the squeaky laugh.
I don't think I've heard. Like, what do you?
Like, look at the picture. Don't you recognize that guy's face?
Yeah.
On the top
He's in a
left.
bunch of memes.
Oh.
Yeah, he died, dude, on April 28th.
Oh my god, that sucks.
This is a meme. This is just sad.
Press F and pay respect.
Yeah, pay respect. Wow.
All of us have to salute.
Yeah, I guess we should do a try not to cry challenge. I feel like at some point because those are always fun, right?
Dude, those are hard for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next one. Let's let Donovan actually read a meme.
Yeah. You can read this one.
Yeah. Okay.
No sound.
NF in 1782 when Mozart dropped this banger. I can't hear the audio.
I can't hear it. Wait, hold on. I don't have
like a piano song.
Wait, can you guys hear it now?
Like,
try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does it work? Why does it kind of work?
That's actually I love memes like this. Like that's hilarious.
Wait, you guys see this sign?
What?
Fuck me, daddy.
What?
The sign that person's
The freaking sign. That's awesome. Oh my god.
All right, I'm rating this meme a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 9. Yeah. I'm gonna I'll say 8 out of 10 because I don't want to copy you, Brennan.
No, I'll copy you, Anto. I'll go 8 out of 10.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
Fine.
It was all for me. It was already an 8, and then I read that sign, and it became a 9.
Yeah, that's fair. It's that sign pushes it up. Okay, this one's for me. Daddy, why? When you recognized the voice that kept saying, fuck, you mean you're keeping it while you was in the womb.
Dude, I've seen this one before. That baby's his face is priceless.
Wait, okay, maybe I'm slow, but like
so I don't want to keep the baby. That's what it's.
The dad didn't want to keep the baby.
Like the baby hates him.
Oh, I see. Oh, so this is like a dark one kind of. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, no pun intended. Anyway, yeah, no. So what were we rating this one?
I'm gonna give this one a 7.5.
Okay,
that's pretty generous. I'd give it like a 6 maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 7. I mean, actually. I think the fact that I didn't get it right away, maybe I'm just slow. I'm gonna say 5. I'm just gonna say like, it's okay, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, Brennan, your turn.
Seriously though, why is he crying? When I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor. My mom, my dad, my doctor. The Avengers cast who decided to come and visit me for some reason. Oh wait, guys, seriously, why is Chris Evans crying? Is he okay?
Is Chris Evans crying?
Oh my god!
Why is
I don't get the bottom text there. What's up with that?
It's him like it's like him just like being like, wait, why is Chris Evans crying? Because he doesn't realize he's dying. He doesn't realize he's dying. So he's like, wait, why is Chris Evans crying?
Oh no! Okay, well that was better.
Oh my god! I just love how that's a stereotype. Like if you're in the hospital and the Avengers come to see you, then you're probably gonna fucking die.
Yeah. Or like, all right, it's all right. You you got accepted to the Make-A-Wish program. What do you want? It's like, I want to meet Stan Lee. Okay, unplugs.
That's what somebody at school got to do. Remember that? Somebody at school. I don't know if we should say it.
Oh yeah,
he got to meet.
No, he got to meet Stan Lee. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. And he
I think my dad just said his name in the back, but
I don't think we didn't hear it. I don't think we picked it up. But yeah, no, that's So what will we rate this one?
I give this one an 8.
Yeah, okay. I give it like a 9. This is a good meme.
This one's good. Yeah, I'll say 8 too. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the one that like breaks me completely.
Oh no, I don't. Another one for me with this guy. I mean, like,
you know what? I feel
like
you can do the next one.
Yeah. Okay. He deserves the respect, but it's sad. It's not fun to see him.
Yeah, I'll comment F under this for him.
Okay. What? Okay. I think you have to click on that thing on the right. I want to know what it is so bad.
This right here?
Yeah. Is it? Can you even click on it? Is it a meme?
It's just a picture. Like I don't even know what it is. It's just like
I love the thing below it. It's just talking about normies.
Normies like fuck off, stop posting shitty. Honestly,
that's a meme in itself.
Yeah. I don't get. Should we look at normie memes? No, we should just stay on. We should just stay on this one. Yeah, no. I feel like the normie memes would be like cringy, and that's where like the funny parts of them come from. Anyway, this is not a meme. What? I think this is an ad.
This is an ad.
This is an ad. Dom,
it's for the Tushy bidet, though. I mean, like, I used a bidet at Dean's house the other day. That was awesome.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, wait.
I can advocate for this. So I would say, if you're watching this Chit Chats, maybe consider this product. We're not sponsored, but
but if the Ass Blaster 9000 wants to sponsor me, I'll take it. That'll be my only sponsor ever.
The Ass Blaster
a fucking bidet. Yeah. Imagine. I would be stoked if I
that's an honor.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Dom, you can read this one.
Okay. It says, me after posting a meme at 1 a.m. realizing no one will be up to give me internet points. This is dumb.
Okay.
I've seen that anime.
This meme is dumb. This is dumb.
Yeah. This meme
I can't relate. I don't post memes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, that's the thing is like memes like this are like supposed to be for like Redditors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they're only gonna make sense to Redditors. So like this one's like an automatic like 1 for me or 0.
Yeah, I mean like I'm not a Redditor. I'm not a disappointment to my parents, right, Dad? I'm not a disappointment to you, Dad, right? He said most of the time I'm not, so I'll take it.
Awesome.
Wednesdays you're free.
Yeah, but I give this meme is bad. 3. Yeah. I'll give it a 3.
Brendan, what are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it a 4 just because I've watched the anime that it's quoting.
Okay. What anime is this from? Anyway,
it's from a love romance anime called Toradora.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Ups, Mom, they are looking tentacle action. Mom, we have guests, and I turned on some anime for their children on your computer. Me, but I don't have any anime.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, I appreciate that one.
You're getting a little freaky.
Yeah. Brendan, I feel like this would happen to you.
Hey! I don't have any of that on my computer.
Mm-hmm. That's what they all say.
Shut up.
See, I can't. I mean, I'm gonna say I can't relate to this one, and you guys are gonna be like, "Yeah, you can, haha." But I still appreciate this, so I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I like Mr. Bean too. I think that's important.
Mr. Bean. It's like the cherry on top.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 as well.
All right. Oh, we go at 7, 7, 7. Okay.
Dog in my room. Get out.
Dog in your room. Okay, Brennan, you want to read this one?
People name Max when they see a person named Min.
Okay.
Max and min, like maximum and minimum.
That's like a
whole meme.
Yeah, it's like a math meme. I feel like this one won't. It just doesn't like.
The only thing that's great for me about it is seeing Big Smoke pull out a guitar.
Yeah.
If it was that one guy, guys, that's the shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, I love the GIF, but the caption.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like it'd be better without the caption.
I feel I feel like this GIF could be used a lot better with a different caption.
Come here. Come here, you little shit.
So I'll grade the GIF and the caption differently, or like the meme in its entirety, and then the GIF. The GIF gets a 9.
Yes, the GIF gets a 9.
Yeah, the GIF gets
a Big Smoke pull out a katana is in the 9.
Yeah, the GIF gets a 9 from me, and the caption gets a 3. That's how much
same.
Fucking.
I agree exactly with Antonio.
Yeah. Fuck that caption. Okay. Is this Donovan? Donovan's turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Batman's saying, "Would you eat hot dogs and then pee?" Oh wait, I should do it in the Batman voice.
Yeah, do it in the Batman voice.
I've never done the Batman voice, but I'll try this. When you eat hot dogs and then pee, you're actually peeing out hot dog water. You know something, Bruce? You're not always right. Is there more? Is that it?
That's it?
That's
just kind of stupid.
That's it. Why
this reminds me of like the meme. Do you know the meme, Antonio and Brennan? Like the one with Candace and her mom in the car from Phineas and Ferb. Where Candace did something random and then her mom is like, "I worry about you sometimes, Candace." This is like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That you could use that with this. Like you could use the thing that Batman says for that.
You're getting on camera.
Yeah. I don't know why this just the absurdity of like the idea of Batman saying that is just funny to me. Like when you eat hot dogs and pee, you're actually peeing out hot dog water.
Oh,
hey, no, that's my cord. Dog. No, Brennan don't eat my cord.
Oh no,
dude,
that's my arm.
We should do an episode on our pets. I feel like
we should do a dog review. Can we do a dog review?
Yeah, dog review. No, we could literally do that at some point because we all have dogs.
Good.
I'll force my dogs in here. But not yet.
Give that dog a 10, though.
Yeah, I'm giving that dog a 10. Your dog gets a 10, Brennan.
Yes.
Okay.
10.
What about the meme? What do we rate?
Yeah, what are we rating the meme?
Oh, this is shit. I get like a 4. The way it just kind of dead ended to me. It was kind of boring.
Yeah, the ending kind of ruins it, but I like the absurdity of what Batman says pushes it up for me. So I'm gonna give it a 7. So see, now we can really see the difference in the things that make me laugh compared to the things that make you guys laugh. Oh, this is another Batman and Superman one.
Dude.
Interesting. Okay, this is me. Superman, I have super strength, I can fly and have laser vision. Wonder Woman, warrior born with power to slay gods. The Flash, fastest man alive. Meanwhile, Batman, I'm a dangerous man with money in my pocket.
Okay, as a comic book fan, I like this one.
Yeah, that one's. I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Don't you dare open your mouth at me, you.
Batman just has like awesome gadgets. Like he beat Superman just with gadgets.
That's true.
Dude,
yeah. Hey,
Batman's done an entire thing of how to beat every Justice League member.
Yeah, that's true.
Even himself. He's even like said how to beat himself.
Oh, really? In case he has to ever like fight like a genetically like a clone of himself or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's interesting.
Was that in the comics or was that in one of the movies?
I think it was an animated thing that happened.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Batman's always thinking one step ahead.
True.
I appreciate that.
I think that's the thing I think Batman is probably my favorite DC hero, just because like I just like his like mysterious nature, and then also I feel like he's very intelligent. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have like powers, but he doesn't need powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I feel like Superman is like the opposite, where like he has like every single power and he's basically unstoppable, which makes it so you can't really relate to him. So he's kind of boring.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the problem with Superman. Yeah.
Yeah. They've tried to make him like.
Is Superman your favorite, Brandon?
No, Flash is my favorite.
Oh, Flash is Flash. I like Flash. I like the idea of super speed.
Flash and Green Arrow.
All right. Well, what would we rate?
Oh yeah, rate the meme. I rate it as a comic fan. I rated an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 because I'm not like a comic book fan, but like a huge comic book fan. But I like superheroes, and that's all I have to say. Okay.
Oh, what the hell? Wait, who is this? Who's reading this? It's not me, right?
This is Brennan.
No, not again.
Oh God!
Wait.
Oh no! I think I already
got my wallet. I got my wallet here.
I think I already know what I'm rating this one.
Boom!
Hey, there it is. That's wow. You keep that in your wallet?
Yeah, I keep that in my wallet. Let's see.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna have to. You never know. Wow. I think this one, just because it caught me off guard so bad, I think I'm gonna have to rate this one. I think I'm gonna have to go with a 9 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that! Look at her face, though.
Yeah, yeah. Look at her. You know what? No,
she looks like a shy guy.
Yeah.
She looks like a shy guy.
I'm giving this one a 10. I'm giving this one. This one's the best one.
You're giving it a 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10 too.
Fuck it. Come on, Donovan. Join us.
I mean, I'll go with a 10 too, I guess. Yeah. Like peer pressure. I was gonna go with a 9, but since you guys are giving it a 10,
this is the quintessential meme. No meme beats this.
Get out of my room.
Is this like the peak of memes?
This is the peak. Yeah. This is the peak of comedy right here.
Wow.
Oh my god. I have a very like underdeveloped sense of humor, obviously.
I feel like we all do.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay, Donovan, you want to read this one? This will be the last one.
Oh yeah. This is the last one? Okay.
Yeah.
Rare footage of Queen Elizabeth discovering fire with caveman. That's so true.
I like
Queen
how
Elizabeth
awful.
Is around forever.
Can we appreciate how awful like that's so like it's so awfully photoshopped, but it's so like it's good
amazing
because of that. You know what I mean?
Dude, one of my favorite Queen Elizabeth themes will always be. You guys know the story about Adam and Eve, like the first woman and man on Earth and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite things will always be like God makes Adam, and Adam's like, "Who am I?" And he's like, "You are Adam, the first male being." And he goes, "Who's that over there?" And it's just the Queen. He goes, "I don't know. She was here when I got here."
That's good. That's good.
I think it would have made this meme better if they put her husband on one of the faces of the Neanderthals there.
That'd be good. Dom, you should re-edit this meme and do that.
Should I?
Yeah.
I think it's maybe a little too soon. But
yeah,
I mean, like legitimately,
okay,
the memes of him are funny.
Yeah. So what would we rate this one? Like
I give it like an 8. Anything with Queen Elizabeth to me is really funny.
I'll give it an 8 too, I guess. Yeah. I'm following the crowd. I take back what I said earlier. I was like, I don't want to copy anybody.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I'm gonna go up.
Okay.
Half step.
Fine, be that way. I'm gonna give it an 8.25 then. How about that?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna give it 8.375.
Okay, well, screw you. This one will always be the best one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, I think that's all the time we got for today. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this epic meme review episode of Chit Chats. How was it for you guys? Did you guys like those memes? Were those memes like overall good, bad?
There's a couple. They're pretty good.
Yeah, there was a couple that were like that stood out over the others for sure. But yeah. So thank you guys for joining, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Chit Chats, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Joe Rogan.
It's like a breathe. It's like a vocal exercise. Joe Rogan.
Joe Biden.
Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
And I'm Donovan. And let's have a chit chat.
Yay!
Joe Biden.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Welcome.
That's our vocal warm up. Welcome, everybody, to another Chit Chats. Donovan, how are you doing tonight? I'm great. I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah. It's good to have you here.
Good to have a break from homework every once in a while. To have a chit chat.
Yeah, a chit chat. You know what they say. Chit chats are a great way to relieve some stress, kind of like, detox from the day. Someone out there says that. It's not, I don't know who, but someone.
Somebody says it.
Someone, yeah. But guys,
how are you?
How am I doing? I'm doing.
That's good. That's not what I asked, but okay.
Wait, what did you ask?
I said that probably only you say that.
Oh, damn. I thought you were asking me how I was. I thought you were asking. That's really embarrassing.
No,
okay,
no, this is really awkward now.
This is really awkward.
Anyways.
Man, okay. All right, well. I guess we should do the.
I guess we should just end the chit chat.
Yeah, I guess. All right, see you guys. Chit chat stays. Guys, we're doing something a little different today. Well, something that we don't typically do. I've called Donovan here today because we're going to be going on the forbidden website known as Reddit Some of you may have heard of it. Donovan, so I asked you off camera and you said no, but I'll ask you again just for the sake of it. Have you heard of r/Am I the Asshole?
No.
No, you have not.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Okay, well, essentially, it's a subreddit where basically people will post stories or like just things that happen to them, and they basically their goal is to like say like, am I the asshole in this scenario? So they basically are looking for people to sort of like build them up or like back them up on certain scenarios. You know what I mean? I actually think you may recall the story revolving around that song Seabat. And the guy who wanted to play that during sex. I believe that was posted on this subreddit.
Probably. Sounds appropriate.
So essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to read some posts from the subreddit, and we're going to, between the two of us, kind of just decide and debate on if the person was in the right or the wrong. Essentially, is what we're going to do.
Okay.
So
I'm into it.
I am going to share my screen. See, if I was smart, I would have pulled it up before we started recording, but I am not, so I'm going to have to look it up right now. But that's okay because it's just a Google search away. So yeah, this is the I Am the Asshole subreddit.
I am the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? Oh, I said it wrong. Oh. Wait, I said it right.
Do you frequent this subreddit?
I don't actually. This is mainly going to be a blind sort of read through for me because I don't typically look at this subreddit, and that's mainly why I wanted to do it today.
Okay.
So I guess we'll just start from the top here.
Just start from this one.
Yeah. All right. So.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So I'm trying to think of how we could take turns reading this, or we could read because they're a little long, some of them.
Okay. How about you read the first two paragraphs? I'll read the rest.
Okay.
This is kind of a short one.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Am I the asshole for having a photo of my son's DNA test framed and hanging in the living room? I am 32. Met my wife 3 years
male
ago.
32.
Oh. Wait, what is that?
Yeah, it's a weird thing that Reddit users do where like they say like what gender they are and like how old they are.
Oh,
like when they're referring to people.
Male 30. I see. Okay. I'm caught up now. That's such a Reddit moment. Oh my god. Okay.
It's such a Reddit thing.
Okay. Anyway.
And not to cringe too hard.
I, male 32, met my wife 3 years ago. We got married 9 months ago. We have a baby boy together that she got pregnant with while we were engaged. My wife used to be a sex worker. No judgment on that, please. She did what she had to do to survive. My parents were always being skeptical about her and a lot of times asked if I wanted to settle down with her. When she got pregnant, they went nuts and demanded a DNA test. They refused to attend the wedding until the DNA test was done, which caused a huge problem. They ended up missing the wedding, obviously. The test was done because my wife wanted to prove a point, and eventually my parents made amends, and we reconciled. So if you want to...
Okay. All right. They started visiting, and yesterday noticed the photo of the DNA test that I hang in the living room. Or that I hung in the... I don't know, whatever. They asked about it, and I told them that it serves as a reminder for why they didn't attend my wedding. They were stunned and livid when I mentioned that I tell any guest the same thing I told them. Mom and Dad were mad and asked me repeatedly to take it down, saying I'm being too harsh on them and refusing to let go of the past, as well as embarrassing them to the other family members. I refused to take it down, and I admit being sarcastic in my response, saying it goes with the house decor. I assume that's supposed to be house.
Yeah.
They begged, then refused to come over anymore till I remove it. My brother thinks it's petty and childish, and so I should take it down. All right, I'm editing some stuff in. First of all, my wife does not mind having the photo up. She laughs about it sometimes, but she's still carrying some hurt that was caused by what happened. And second of all, no, she no longer does sex work. It's all in the past. Okay. And did I mention that my brother and I aren't close? He's known as the crackhead in the family, so that's that. Oh, there's always one. There's always one crackhead.
Yep, we found the crackhead. Okay,
the typical crackhead.
Damn. Okay, that's quite the pickle to start with.
Yeah, this is pretty heavy, but
yeah,
apparently a lot of people have opinions on it because it's been upvoted.
Yeah, I don't want to look at what other people have said. I just want to decide on personal basis, like what are we thinking about this? Do you want to give your take first?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, bottom line, I feel like it's like that's just a dick move on the parents' fault part. Like,
I agree.
Like, if you're a parent, I feel like you should like go to your kid's wedding no matter what. Like, you should just be supportive of their decisions.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's like a pretty basic like idea, but like, I don't know. It seems like they were like making a big deal about this, like, the idea that they had in their head that because she's a sex worker, she, obviously, like, it must be from somebody else. But like,
yeah, that's kind of fun.
I don't know. Like that they're just like hurting their relationship like for no reason. Like, there's no reason to like assume that so quickly.
I agree. I think that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing though. I don't personally think the solution, or not that it's necessarily the solution, but I don't think that it's good that they're like hanging up this DNA test as like a reminder and like as a joke even, because I feel like that's just like, not only is it kind of petty, I don't agree with what the parents did, but
yeah,
I do think that it's a little like it's a little like kind of very outwardly like, flaunting this sort of thing, like, all their guests are gonna see it, their parents saw it. It's a
little excessive. I agree. Like, it just seems like he's like trying too hard to prove a point that his parents are assholes. And then like, you're right. Like, whenever guests come over, they're going to be like, why is that up there? It's just going to be like, because my parents are assholes and thought I should get a DNA test for my son.
Yeah. And
like,
it's not,
it like, seems excessive.
I agree. And I think it's like, I don't think it's like good for their like sort of mental state to like constantly be reminded of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
it's like antagonization for no reason. Like, maybe like you show the parents like the DNA test like one time, and then they get the idea, and then it should be over after that. It should be like, you each say sorry to each other, and that's the end of it.
I think they're both in the wrong in their own way here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess you also have to like consider like the wife's feelings too. Like, she's probably pretty hurt by that. But
that's
like,
true.
even so, like, even though there might be some like trust issues after that, Jesus Christ, this is getting like
this
really
is heavy, dude. Oh my god,
this is a chit chat.
This is a chit chat. Oh my goodness.
Like, I don't know. I feel like even though there might be some trust issues there, especially like from the wife's point of view, like, I don't know. I think you can just like prove your point and move on.
Yeah, I agree. I think bottom line, they should take down the DNA test. And talk to the parents more, and like, with the wife, like have more of a civilized conversation. Maybe even go to therapy if that's needed. But but I guess the question is, are they the asshole in this scenario?
Are they the asshole?
That's not an easy question to answer here.
That's a multifaceted, complicated.
It is. It's not just like a yes or no answer here.
Yeah. I think they are. But I also think the parents are like even more assholes.
Yeah, I think we have a double asshole scenario here. I think that's my verdict.
There's no good guy here. Everybody's just
everyone sucks.
Complete asshole.
Yeah. Okay, well, glad we could come to that conclusion.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad we agree.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we agree.
We got to get one where we disagree. We got to get one where
we got to get one where we just
off at each other.
Are absolutely okay. I thought this was another post, but this is an ad for Mountain Dew.
Are they? Okay. Is Mountain Dew the asshole for putting up that ad?
I think yes. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Glad we could come to the agreement on that one. Okay. We got the next one here. This is a little beefier one. Okay. Here. I'll read like 3 paragraphs, and then you can read the rest. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not letting my daughter have locks for her room? My 43 female daughter Laura, 17 female, has been struggling to focus on her studies with her brothers Kyle, 12 male, and Ryan, 9 male, constantly disrespecting her privacy. A few years ago, she was yelling Kyle to come to her room. I asked her what happened. She explained that Kyle flipped all her items upside down. I called Kyle to come and flip everything right side up. Yesterday, Ryan was running into her room and kept stealing her stuff while she ran to get them back. On the night of the same day, Laura was trying to sleep when the brothers suddenly barged in and ran through it, resulting in her screaming at them to stay out and close the door while she was sleeping, to give a few examples. Today, in the morning, her father, 48 male, told her he didn't like the way she was screaming. She said that she was trying to sleep and her brothers were making all kinds of ruckus. He told her that they are kids and they will learn. She said that they will never learn and the only way for them to learn is to have locks installed for her room. He did not want her to, and they went back and forth on this until she threatened she would move out as soon as she became financially independent, since she wasn't going to wait for them to mature and they should already know to respect her privacy, to which he said to wait to include me in the conversation. Okay.
Okay. I overheard, and when she went to her room, I told her she wasn't going to have locks set up because she already wastes her time without the need for locks, and I don't want her to fail. Is that failing school, or
that could be?
What is she referring to?
It could be that, because it could be like a situation like, oh, if she locks her door, then like there's no way we're gonna be able to like keep an eye on her and make sure she's like, keeping up with her studies.
I guess because like a lot of teenagers, this is a teenager situation.
This is a big teenager moment.
Like teenagers like to lock themselves up in their room, so. I mean, I can kind of understand it. Anyways, it says Laura said that they were never going to listen without them, and I told her that I would make sure they wouldn't enter her room. This evening, I heard her shouting for me. We were all in the living room. Her father explained what was going on. Laura said that she was making Kyle tea when he's not allowed to do. She said that she was going to tell on them, and he said that if she promises not to tell, he and Ryan will never go into her room again. She didn't say anything to them. She didn't say anything, so they ran upstairs to her room. Okay. I told her that she had no right to complain since she always sleeps in Kyle's room after school. Okay, that's weird. Her brothers all agree, and Laura calls all of us the worst. None of us are allowed in her room and leaves. She comes back. This is kind of worded weird. Is that just me?
I think it's worded weird. It's written very.
I'm a little confused. I'm not gonna lie. She comes back after a minute and says that she only sleeps in Kyle's room because he never uses it aside from sleeping at night. And if he was to use it for studying, then she would never go there. Meanwhile, they constantly disturb her, mess with her stuff, and made her unable to sleep just last night. I told her if they ever go into her room, she needs to go to me. Then Kyle starts saying that they had the right to go into her room while she was trying to sleep because they were playing? Okay. Laura yelled at him, then said that she couldn't wait to move out, so she no longer has to deal with them. She also called me an awful mother for not giving her bedroom locks. Damn.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
there's a lot. It sounds like the basic idea is that angry, pissed off teenager does not like her little brothers being. I mean, the little brothers are kind of being assholes, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think the little brothers are the assholes.
Yeah, but like the mom doesn't want her to self-isolate, and also the mom wants to be in control of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the crux of the problem to me, is that the mom wants to be in control, but also the teenager wants to be in control. And so it's kind of a question of like, who should have the say? The mom who pays for the room and I mean, like, obviously wants the best for her daughter, but like at the same time is kind of like over controlling the situation a little bit, maybe. Or the teenager who is making some pretty good points about like her brothers being assholes, but like maybe is also taking it a little bit too far. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think I don't think the daughter should necessarily, like, I don't think having locks would solve the problem, because that would just create more of a disconnect between her and the parents potentially. Because she could, like, if she had locks, she could just like lock her door like all the time, and like she could abuse that. That being said, I do think that it needs to be addressed that her brothers are kind of like going in her room and disturbing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I also think that like the brothers could still disturb her even if she had locks. Like
that's true. They could still
you will do anything as a little brother to like piss off your siblings.
Yeah, if they can't go in her room, they'll just find another way to piss her off. I guess. Yeah, that's true. And they are kids, and like I do think that there's like there's a point like they're not going to do that forever. You know what I mean? I would like to think like because they're going to grow older, they're going to mature.
I don't know. Like even like because I have siblings, but like I never had to deal with this as much.
Like that,
like, yeah. Not to this extent. Not like deliberately trying to like Keaton never deliberately tried to annoy me. I don't think.
Right. Yeah.
So it's honestly hard for me to say like. Is the mom an asshole? Like, no, I think she wants what's best for her daughter. But
I don't think the mom is the asshole personally. I
don't think so. But I don't think the teenager is either. I think she's making some good points and she's handling it in a very immature teenager-ish way. Teenagers.
Yeah. Hey, when you're a teenager, you got like your body's changing. You're going through like hormones and shit. You know what I mean? You got to keep that in mind. I don't want to go too deep into that, but you know what I
mean. Yeah, I feel it.
So
this is okay. What I'm seeing here is a pattern of like not good communication.
Yes.
They just need to talk it out.
Well, and if that like this post, like the entirety of this post was very clearly written. It like when the mom was in like a very like stressed sort of like headspace or like very angry headspace potentially. Like you could tell by how like sloppily it was written, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think you're right, and I think that like obviously if these people are posting on Reddit to try to like get clarity for these problems, that's probably not the best way to go about it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I understand like going to other people for like advice, but like I don't know if Reddit is necessarily the greatest form.
No. That being said, here we are doing what they wanted.
You got a comment from Eat My Ass 69.
Yeah. Hey, Eat My Ass 69 said I was in the right.
He's got a good point. He's got a good point.
He's got a good point. Yeah,
It's facts.
Okay, but overall, I think that they need to communicate a little bit better, maybe talk things out a little bit with the with the brothers and try to like maybe like get them to not bother the sister as much.
Okay, but Antonio, I'm going to ask you the same question that you asked me in the last one.
Okay.
Is the mom an asshole?
I don't think so.
Okay, I agree. I don't think so either.
No, I think Kyle is the asshole specifically.
But I also think that the mom needs to like maybe give up a little bit of her control because it kind of sounds like maybe it's that time when the teenager wants to make their own decisions.
Just reason with the teenager a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get them to understand your side and make a better effort to understand her side.
Mm-hmm. Gaslight the teenager into thinking that they have the control. No, I'm kidding. That's the solution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We're definitely qualified to be giving
it girl boss.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one here.
Okay. These are pretty heavy.
These are. Oh my god. Okay.
Is this one going to be heavy too?
This one might. Oh well. It starts with someone being pregnant. So.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I'll read up till here, and then you read the rest. This might be the last one we do because these are pretty long. But we'll see.
I want to. After this one, let's scroll through some of them. I want to see if we can find a funny one.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Am I the asshole for discouraging my sister from repeating her weird, cruel baby shower game? A few years ago, when I, 27 female, was pregnant, my significant
other?
It's SIL. Oh, no, you might be right. It might be significant. Yeah, I think you're right.
What is L though? Whatever.
Lover. I don't know. Anyway, okay. SIL offered to throw my shower. She said, "Well, I don't think it would be then, right?" Or is this from the perspective of a
sister-in-law? Duh.
Oh my god. Okay.
No, we're stupid.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh god.
Sister-in-law.
Just move on.
Just move on. Okay. She offered to throw my shower. She said my sister Kate, 31 female, was organizing the games. Kate doesn't have or want kids, but she loves babies and loves doing party stuff, so I trusted her entirely. Shortly into the shower, Kate gave everyone a slip of paper and a pen and broke out a tape measure. She said the game was going to be guessing how big around I was. Which seems like a weird game to begin with, but as Kate knows, I've struggled with an eating disorder my whole life. In a year, my weight could swing 50 pounds, plus I gained 45 during pregnancy. Yet for some bizarre reason, Kate thought making my 8 months pregnant waistline the center of attention would be fun. Okay, I was mortified and fighting back tears for the sake of not ruining the party for everyone. I was mortified. If my bestie hadn't understood what was happening and run right to my side, I'm sure I would have lost it. I was so hurt. I feel like even for a mother-to-be with perfect body image, this would be a disturbing game. I was choking back tears, but Skate seemed oblivious to that. Skate? Okay.
Skate.
Oh.
Okay. Another person who was typing this out really quickly in a state of, yeah.
I decided not to say anything to her about it after the shower or afterwards. I was saving my energy for my son, and it was over, so why bother? All right.
Okay. Yesterday, Kate told me she's organizing a shower for a family friend, so I thought, suggested she skip that game. She was dumbfounded, so I explained, again, rather nicely, how hurt I had been by it, and maybe to skip that game in the future. You never know how an expectant mother is feeling about the changes in their body. She blew up that I was wrong to harbor this rage at her for all these years, that I was protecting my insecurities onto our friend, and that she even suggested I was ungrateful for her helping at my shower. Then she hung up on me. Am I really the asshole here? Am I really Tony Versal animation? I don't know.
Tony Versal Animations? Yeah.
I was trying to... Never mind. Yeah. I was just trying to spare our friend the hurt that I felt. I really feel like the whole game is a weird and uncomfortable for everyone there. Eating disorder aside, was I wrong to discourage her from doing it again? ETA, to clarify, there was nothing medical about this game. That's not even how doctors, midwives measure you. And I couldn't have said anything beforehand. I was literally on stage in front of our entire family and all of our friends when Kate dropped this on me. I've never even heard of this before or after, so it's not a local custom. And not that it matters, but I didn't feel fat. I had fought hard for every single pound on me. I spent my whole life trying to make my rather severe malnutrition not be the topic of conversation. It shouldn't matter if I felt I was too fat or too skinny. There was an emotionally intense medical reason. And Kate, wait, hold on. And Kate, what's that?
Oh,
knows that. Okay.
It says knows that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. These are like
okay.
These are fun.
Are we even like allowed to comment on this as like like early 20-year-old boys who have like no experience with like pregnancy whatsoever? Like, I don't even know.
I think we have to be. We're treading, sort of like
I think
dangerous water right now.
Yeah, it's dangerous water.
It's not even just like someone who's pregnant. It's someone who has an eating disorder. Also,
yeah, that's also very like dangerous waters, like eating disorders.
It is. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think that game is appropriate. Like, that's what I will say. Personally.
So, like during a baby shower, like, do you not run it by like the pregnant woman, like what is gonna happen?
I think it depends, because I think like you kind of want it to, it's sort of like a surprise party in a way, is my understanding. So like you don't want to necessarily tell them everything that you're going to be doing, but generally you kind of like, you want to tell them like, like enough to where they'll be okay with it. But maybe she thought that this game was going to be like a fun surprise when I don't think that was the case at all.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't think that she read the room very well. Like that, you're right. I don't think that that's like very appropriate.
No, I just don't like, especially if she knew about the situation that the pregnant woman was going through. Like, I just don't think like that was very considerate.
Either she did it like, without thinking about that, like not thinking it would be a big deal, just kind of like being an idiot, or she did it to like be an asshole,
Like, well, I was thinking like,
like
maybe
I can't see any other way around it.
No. I just think she wasn't using her head. Like, she just,
or maybe she was like trying to like create like a weird wholesome moment.
I thought about that too, and I was like, no,
there's no way. Like, not during a baby shower.
No, it just I really want to hope that she didn't think that like I just want, if anything, I want to hope that she was not thinking at all. Like when she thought of this, like she didn't think like, oh, this will be fun, because like I don't know.
Never trust this woman with your baby showers. No, never trust this woman, whoever she is.
So, Donovan, I will pose to you now: is this person the asshole? The person that wrote this post?
I don't think so. I mean, it sounds like she has a lot of insecurities, and so I think they should be respected, especially like by her. What was it? It was her sister-in-law, right?
Her sister. Yeah. Oh no, it was her sister. It was her actual sister, I think. Her sister-in-law threw the party or threw the shower. Her actual sister, was in charge of the games. So,
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Once again, like it feels like they just need to talk about it.
Yeah, but that's not that's not the solution that they're coming to. They want to write these posts. You know what I mean?
It's almost like everybody who uses Reddit is like beating around the bush, and because they don't know how to like interact socially with people and like solve their problems.
No, that can't be it. I think people that go on Reddit are perfectly functionable human beings.
No, I'm kidding. I mean that as a joke. I
didn't. No, I mean I also meant what I was saying.
You meant it for real. You meant it for real. Like you actually think that everybody who uses Reddit is like a bottom feeder, like moron.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not afraid to say it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Am I the asshole for that? That's the question. Okay.
I think you are the asshole.
I
didn't even say if I thought she was the asshole.
Did you? Well, okay. That's what I thought you said. So I that's why I was moving on. But
you can presume that. Yeah.
I want to, like you said, I want to try to find. What is this?
Jesus confronted racism with love.
Oh, okay. That's not part of this subreddit. That's like a
that's an ad. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious about it.
I'm trying to find a funny one.
That one said comedy.
Well, yeah. This one is about a comedy show.
Early because the guy next to us was in recovery.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Keep going.
Okay. You got to help me out here because I don't.
Wait, go slower. You're going too fast.
Sorry. I'm trying to read them all. Okay, refusing my friend. Send her money and financially capable to reach.
No, that's too heavy. Too
heavy. Threatening to rehome. Oh my god.
No, it's too heavy.
Dude, these are World of Warcraft. Okay, is World of Warcraft the asshole?
On November 28th, dude.
Holy shit! This video might come out after that. Refusing to give my ex updates. No. Raging at my fiance for using her daughter's wheelchair to move bags of grass cuttings?
What?
Should we do this one?
Okay, that one sounds kind of funny.
Okay, let's see this one. All right, this will be the last one. So we got this is okay. It's a decent one. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'll read up to like here.
Okay.
You can read the rest. Okay. Am I the asshole for raging at my fiance for using her daughter's wheelchair to move bags of grass cuttings. I, female 30, have a daughter, Hazel, female 8. Hazel was born with a rare condition called tethered cord syndrome, and she uses a manual wheelchair to get around. Hazel's father hasn't been in the picture since she was a toddler, and I now have a fiance, Mark, male 34. Mark and I have been together for a total of 3 years. He has a son, Eddie, male 14. We all live together in a house that I own in my name, which I know is a very fortunate position to be in with the housing market. I inherited the house from my late dad. We have quite a large yard, and the other day, Mark and Eddie were doing some yard work quite early in the morning. Hazel was still sleeping, and I went outside to see what they were up to. Oof, okay.
That's when I noticed that Eddie was using Hazel's wheelchair to move bags of grass cuttings and dead plants. I immediately stopped him and asked him what on earth he was doing with her wheelchair. Eddie sheepishly told me that Mark told him to use it and that it would be fine. After taking the things off my daughter's wheelchair, I asked Mark if this was true. Mark admitted that he took the wheelchair to use it to move stuff. He said that Hazel was still sleeping and that they weren't going to use it for long. So he didn't think it would matter that she would even notice. I started raging at Mark and yelling at him and saying that what he did was disrespectful to my daughter and that he has no right to go and take her things, let alone someone that she needs to move around, something that she needs to move around, and told him he's acting like a total douchebag. Mark apologized, but I was still royally pissed off and went back inside the house and didn't say anything to him. Later that day, he said that I was wrong for my reaction and that I was majorly out of line, especially for acting that way in front of his son. I don't think I was out of line, but Mark is expecting an apology.
Dude, just everyone on this subreddit is just awful people, or like around.
I don't think they're just like very misguided and stupid.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, like, I don't know. At the same time, I don't know what I would do in a lot of these situations. So
I mean, yeah. It's like I hope I'm never in situations like these. I'll just say that. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I'd say. I feel like even controversial situations can help you like grow closer to people if you come to a common understanding. But
yeah, I guess that's fair. But like, God, like he used his fucking basically his daughter-in-law or daughter, stepdaughter's wheelchair as basically a wheelbarrow. Like that's like
how dumb can you be? I mean, I get what you're saying. Like you hope that you're never in a situation where you make as dumb as a decision as this guy.
Yeah, I don't think I would, but
no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't because you have a brain.
Yeah, like I just don't see like out of all like why that specific, like they don't have anything else that they could have possibly used. They were just like, oh, the wheelchair is what we have to use for this. Like it's just so fucked.
So goofy, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I like what do you think? I'll let you go first. I'll let you give your take.
Asshole is a relative construct.
yeah. Is it a relative construct?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I don't know. You go first. I don't know.
I don't think. Okay, like if the question is she the asshole for raging at her fiance? I think that's like it's a matter of perspective, because I think that she had a reason to rage. Maybe she went a little too overboard, and because potentially, right, we could have a scenario where like she was in the right until she kind of let it get to her too much to where she like got like it got a little bit too like out of hand potentially, right? Because I think overall like her husband should not have let that happen. Like
yeah, like that goes without saying.
You know what I mean?
You're right. She also kind of exploded.
Yeah, like if she maintained her cool,
I think she would not be an asshole if she didn't explode in front of his son. I think that's kind of where it's a little iffy.
It is, yeah, because that's pretty like it's pretty impactful to watch your parents fight. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, and I mean also like it's like he obviously disrespected her daughter, and now she's like almost going out of the way to disrespect his son.
Yeah,
which is like it's like payback in a weird sense, but
it's like fighting fire with fire. You just make more fire. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think we just have a classic.
How old did it say? How old the son was?
Yeah, he is 14. So
14.
It's not like he's like a baby, but he's still
in an impressionable age, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's still probably it's not gonna make him happy to see his parents fight and have such an intense argument.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I just don't. I think that once again we have a scenario where they just need to, after they've cooled down a little bit, just communicate, maybe like apologize to each other, and just
probably apologize to the daughter and the son too.
Well, I don't think we ever confirmed if the daughter found out. Like,
no, yeah, that's true. That's kind of a weird thing because I wonder what the daughter would have said.
Yeah,
I guess it's all about I don't know, making sure that the other person's okay with it.
What if the daughter found out and she was just like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. You can use my wheelchair."
Yeah, I mean that would change everything.
That would change everything. It would be like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, wait. Go down the comments. I want to see if there's an update from this person.
Okay. Oh, is this the comment? Are they all the way down here? You were right in the first place. He disrespected you. Not only that, but it's your house and you aren't married yet. What is NTA?
I don't know.
Not the asshole. That's what it means. Not the asshole.
Oh, okay.
What if the wheelchair broke? That's a good point, right? Like, what if it got damaged somehow in the process? That would really be bad.
That would suck for him.
Even in that case, even if the daughter was okay with it, I still don't think it's a good idea. I think logically they should just find something else to use.
Yeah, I think there are multiple layers of consent not being checked here.
Yeah,
from the daughter's position and from the mom's position.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like pretty much everybody. I don't see an update down here. It seems like pretty much everyone is in agreement that.
That sucks. I would have really wanted an update on this one. I want to know how this plays out.
I know. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Maybe.
Well, I'm gonna say she's partially an asshole, yeah. But the dad is definitely more of the brainless, bumbling moron asshole here.
Yeah. I don't necessarily maybe he's not the asshole per se, but he's definitely the dumbass. If anything.
He's yeah, I don't know what was going through his head, but
nothing. He was just oh, grass. Move grass. That's all he wanted to do.
I have to make my son do yard work with me so he could be a man.
So he can exert testosterone, move grass.
Such a dad thing.
It's a dad moment. All right, well I think that's where we're gonna end off today. God, those were something else. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting the stories to get that intense, you know what I mean, and have such serious themes to them. I thought they were going to be a lot more lighthearted, kind of like the Seabat one. But you know what?
Me too.
You can't ignore the serious situations. They're just something that's going to happen. You know what I mean? So.
You know what I learned? What I learned is that we agree on a lot of stuff.
Yes, and I'm glad.
I wanted to get one where we would disagree on it, but
we could always do this again because there are plenty of posts on the subreddit that we might not all have the same take on, but overall, it's probably for the best that we come to a good consensus here, because then because then one of us would probably go on here and post about, am I the asshole for disagreeing?
True.
You know what I mean?
True. So, one of us would be the asshole at that point.
It's not like two people can have different opinions. One of them is obviously always right. So if you don't have the same opinion as me, then you're the asshole. That's just how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also, like, I feel like a lot of the people who go on this, I mean, maybe this is like kind of like off brand or off color for me to say this, but like, I feel like a lot of people who go to this subreddit, like, they just like to give their opinion. They like to be heard, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if some of them are like actual like relationship experts, you know? Or if they're just like the stereotypical Redditor that like smokes their cigar and tips their fedora. Their fedora.
I guess I like we can't assume, like, you know, to be fair, I guess that this is like a sort of a good way to like get out your feelings ish. Like if you don't have any other way to like, if you don't have a therapist, if you don't have like, if you're fighting with someone that you usually talk to, maybe this is like a means of them to kind of cope with a problem they're having. So maybe we should be so judgmental. I don't know. That being said,
definitely see how it'd be useful.
Yeah. That being said, I think that this is a stupid subreddit. I think like overall everyone on here is an idiot. So
I'm gonna go back and read more posts. I want to know them.
We will eventually, but for now, we're gonna end this episode off. So thank you guys for watching, Donovan. Thank you for being here as always. Pleasure to have you. And we will see you guys in the next episode of Chit Chats. Bye bye.
Yeah, Chit Chats. Chit Chats punch.
Chit Chats fuck.
Nice one, man. Should I leave that in? Should I leave that in for the intro? All right. Okay, maybe I won't leave that one in.
Hold on, wait.
I'll cut this. Brendan's having some he's you know, preparing his voice. We're gonna be talking for a little bit. So oh no, he's either talking to his mom or his dog, one or the other.
I'm here.
He's here. Okay. Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
Kermit the Frog here.
And let's have a chit chat. One of these days, I'll be ready for you to say a name. I'm
gonna see yours. How long I can keep it going until I run out of
names. I feel like you're not going to run out for a while, if ever. So we're in this up for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, welcome back to Chit Chats. I'm Antonio. That's Brennan. In case I need to clarify who that actually is for you guys when we record, this is Brennan, and he has his fidget spinner here. So what that, dude? I feel like I somehow am like reawakened to like a relic of the past that you'll show just every now and then, and I'm just like, holy crap! I haven't thought about fidget spinners in 3-4 years probably.
I've been so bored on the days where I don't work, like sitting at the house, that I started spinning like this weird plastic ninja star that I have in my hand. I was like, I have fidget spinners. I have like a bunch of them. So I went and found one, and I've just been messing with it ever since.
That's the thing, is that fidget spinners, you ridicule them all you want, but they have a purpose, and that is to fidget with them. And relatively speaking, they serve that purpose well.
Airing sucks ass.
Well, that's going to happen eventually. But that's why you just keep buying more fidget spinners. You know what I mean? You're stimulating the economy. So it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But Brennan, speaking of stimulating the economy, that sort of kind of not really relates to what we're going to be talking about today, which I have not told you what we're going to be talking about today.
I was like, if it does, I'm very concerned.
Well, so one thing that me and Brennan share in common that you may or may not know is that we have both at some point in our lives worked retail jobs or grocery jobs, whatever you want to call them. We have our share of interesting stories from our times working there, and things that have happened that may or may not be considered to be a little bit interesting. What I realized is that we're not alone in that matter. There are actually a lot of people who have some interesting stories to tell about their times working in retail. And so what I thought that we would do today is we're going to be going on the forbidden website, Reddit, And we're going to be reading some stories specifically from the subreddit r/tales from retail. While we're reading these stories, we can feel free to sort of like intermittently tell stories from our experiences if they come up or if they relate to anything that we're reading. But basically, yeah, we're just going to be going down this subreddit for a little bit and just kind of just see what we can find, what interesting scenarios we can assess here. So hope you're ready for that adventure. Let's see what we got here to start off.
The award-winning Brum stage you've never heard of for 40 years.
Did it say that?
I was just reading the ad below it.
Oh. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I'll read this one. We can sort of switch back and forth in what we're reading here. But here, okay. Hello, first-time poster here. So this happened a few years ago. I work at a pretty well-known retail company in my country, and I was restocking when I see this couple in their 50s, walk up to them and ask what I can help them with. The female tells me they're just looking, so I tell them to get back to me if they need any help later. I turn around and start walking back to what I was doing. I only get a few meters, and the male politely says, "Excuse me." Male customer says, "Do you guys sell cheese domes?" She says, or the clerk says, "No, sorry, we don't sell that." The male customer then starts explaining and gesticulating to me what a cheese dome is and how it looks. The clerk says, "Yes, I know what a cheese dome is, and again, I'm sorry, we don't sell that." The male customer gets mad and increases his voice. "Oh, so you're a certified chef as well?" The clerk says, gets really baffled and is just like, "No," and then the male customer says, "Then don't act like one." Damn. Okay, the entitlement. The male customer turns around to his partner, and she looks at him. She's just as shocked as the clerk was and says, tries to tell him, "Don't act like that." And then the male customer says, "Hush, you." Whew, okay.
Jesus.
This guy's not making a great case for himself. I then quietly walked away from them and went back to restocking, still scratching my head over what just happened. I could still hear them arguing over it. This incident still visits my head from time to time. I still regret just saying no when the male customer flipped at me. I wish I had a comeback for him. So yeah, too long didn't read. Male customer flips on retail employee for knowing what a cheese dome is, and when he thinks most people don't. So we got ourselves a classic, entitled customer moment here.
This happens all the time to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know it's happened to me at least a couple times. Like I'm sure you've had your experience where someone comes up to you and is just like, "Hey, do you have this?" And you're just like, "No, we don't," and then they just get mad at you.
Yeah, they blame you for not having something.
Yeah, as if you have control over that matter. Yeah. For reference, me and Brennan were like, how would you describe your job position?
I'm night customer service.
Okay. Yeah. But like you basically like you walk around and you like kind of help out wherever you're needed is my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I was kind of the same.
And I kind of partially run the night customer service just because I've been the one there the longest.
Okay. Yeah. Like the actual like okay. Yeah, like behind the desk sort of thing or
behind the desk.
Yeah, well that's my impression when I hear customer service is I sort of imagine like there's a desk and a big sign that says customer service and then people go up to you and ask you for things.
I'm a wanderer. I do pretty much everything. I face aisles, I put out stock, I help customers find things, I help customers bag, I help deal with returns.
You provide service to customers.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, makes sense. All right. Well, yeah. So definitely can relate to this. You hate what? What is a cheese dome? I know that they explained it.
I have no idea.
But I've never heard of one. I was a little caught off guard by that term. Yeah, they didn't necessarily explain what it was in this post, but
I'm looking it up now.
We may never know. That's okay. Okay. Let us move on to another story here.
It's one of those.
Oh, he looked it up, ladies and
gentlemen.
Yeah, it's one of those little trays with the glass lids. Then you use it to put cheese in it, and it's the kind of cheese that you can leave out on your table.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
One of those.
Yes, I have seen those. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
I'd also just like to point out that I looked up cheese dome, and this was the first thing that popped up. Was a, you know what a charcuterie board is?
A what?
A charcuterie board, like the thing that you put like all the meat and the cheese and the crackers.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I thought a penis shaped.
Can we get a blur on that? That might be a little too raunchy for you.
I like how the definitions doesn't say anything about it being penis shaped.
like they're just like, oh yes, this is just a normal cheese board.
This is just a normal board. Yes.
Yes. Whatever could you mean? What is wrong with the shape? I don't understand. I don't see what's wrong with it. Frankly, I think that's how all cheese boards should be shaped. All right. So Brennan, if you want to read this next story,
sure.
Here, by all means, please.
I worked in a phone store years ago, and I still think about this store because of how stupid the whole thing was. It was near closing time, and this guy with his supposed girlfriend walked in and wanted to buy a new phone. Before any of us at the store ever sells anything, okay, we always tell the customer how much it will cost before starting the transaction. I'm sure you all know that buying a new phone isn't cheap. So the customer chose his phone, and I tried telling him about the first bill payment, taxes, and fees. But this guy just cuts me off. I don't care how much it costs, just do it. Are you sure? It won't take that long to calculate the total. I don't need to know the total, I just need the phone. All right then. I activate the phone, rang up the total register, and then told him the price. The amount he saw in the price, I knew he was not happy. What? Why are you charging me that much? I broke down the cost of everything, as buying a phone isn't simple as paying the exact amount as the price tag says. I made sure he knew exactly what he was paying for. I tried telling you this before when you first got here. Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be that much. Thankfully, I ended up paying, and needless to say, he was not happy about it. To this day, I don't understand why he chose to not know the total and throw a fit about it. I believe he probably did it to impress his girlfriend and like to show her he has never had a problem with money. Boy, did that backfire.
Oof.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, it's fine. I can afford it.
Yeah, that's just embarrassing. Yeah, no. Be mindful of your money and how much you're spending. Yeah.
I was just saying, I have a funny story that like actually gets intense about that. Happened to me a couple of weeks ago.
Please go ahead, tell it.
So I've been there for maybe 2 hours, and I went outside to do a cart run. And my boss, well, not my boss, he's the night manager, so he's kind of like there's the boss of the store, but then there's the night manager, so he's kind of like my boss because I work with him the most. And he goes outside, he's helping me look around for carts, and he goes over to near our water machine, and there's some homeless guy there that was not only eating expired lunch meat that we'd thrown away, he had gotten out of our dumpster and was eating it. Yeah. But he was throwing the moldy pieces and like the trash on the floor. So my boss looked at him and went, "You need to go. You need to get off the property. You're making a mess." Mm-hmm. And the guy just instantly went, "Fuck you, you old man." And my boss just goes, "Sir, I just need you to leave." And he starts walking back towards me. And then the guy starts following right behind him, just cursing out, just screaming like, "F you, you redneck looking." And he just starts, just cursing out my manager. My manager just looks at me and goes, "Brandon, we got an interesting one." And so the guy just continues walking up right behind my manager, just getting closer and closer, just screaming all these things, threatening him, being like, "I'll knock your ass out, you old fuck," and all these things. And I'm like, "Dude, we just asked you to leave." And he looks at me and goes, "The fuck you looking at, you fat piece of shit?"
Holy shit! Oh my god, this guy!
And
this
I'm
guy
like,
wanted to pick some fights.
Yeah, and so he gets up in my manager's face, like right here, right, like right up in my manager's face, and he pokes my manager in the shoulder. So my manager pushes him back, and he's like, "Get the hell out of here," because he was like right up in front of him, and pushed him. So he's like, "Get back!" So he pushed him back. The guy had a wine bottle in his hand. We don't know where he got the wine bottle from or how, but the dude freaking grabbed it and was about to swing the wine bottle when a random customer who was about my size who saw pretty much the whole thing, stepped right in between my manager and this guy and went, "You need to get the fuck out." And then just followed this guy after. The guy is just continuously cursing us out, saying all these things, and the guy is just following him, going, "Go, get the fuck out." And finally, the guy, just after, like I said, just continuously screaming, like, "You're all a bunch of fucking assholes, you're all a bunch of fucking," and he's just screaming at us. Finally, he walks down the corner and just disappears. Wow. The customer comes back and we're like, "Thanks, man." He's like, "That guy was an asshole." So that was a fun one.
Yeah, you got some rowdy people over there.
Yeah,
to say the least. Did you tell that in relation to this, or was that just a story that you thought of?
This is a story I've had. I have so many stories where I work, how much people I have to deal with.
Okay, gotcha. Because honestly, I don't even remember what this story is about because I was just listening to the story that you were just telling. It was about a phone and how much money. It was a lot of money that they spent.
Yeah, the guy was trying to impress his girlfriend, but then he was like, "That's a lot of fucking money."
Yes, that's a lot of money. Honestly, I don't feel like I have as many like interesting stories, or at least I can't remember as many. If I remember one, I'll mention it. But I feel like you're just more likely to sort of find trouble because I feel like people that come to your store, they just seem more aggressive and like more like I feel like
a lot of homeless and crackhead people near my store, so they're usually the one that are giving us the problems.
And I feel like you're usually called to take action when those situations arrive.
I'm called all the time. Something will be happening and they'll call me up there and be like, "Brennan," I'm like, "God damn it."
Let's see what we have here. This is captioned "Cue everyone's favorite Ashton Kutcher quote." So I don't quite know what they're meaning by that, but we're going to potentially find out. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so it's Christmas Eve. The temperature is -5 degrees after wind chill. That is very cold. I mean, I'm assuming that's Fahrenheit, but I could be wrong. I am working outside selling toys at a winter market. The tourists are frustrated, understandably, by their vacation to a place where it literally hurts to be outside. What I don't understand is when one woman angrily asks me in an accusatory tone, "Do you even realize how cold it is out here?" Okay, first of all, there's literally nothing I can do about it. Second of all, one of us has the power to go inside and the other cannot, as they have to sell toys outside. Third of all, of course I realize how cold it is. I have to hold my bottle of Spick and Span to the lamp to melt it so I can clean up the mud you stomped all over my booth. So at this point, we've just reached the point where just customers are literally just complaining about things that are out of the clerk's control entirely, like the weather.
Oh my god. This happens all the time in my store.
I don't quite understand. I don't understand where the logic comes from here.
Dude.
But I guess there really isn't any.
Customers will literally complain about anything if it means they think they can get their way.
Apparently, yeah. Do you have another story you want to tell?
This is kind of a small one. Okay. Do you remember like a week ago when we were having that huge ice storm?
Yes.
And like everything was frozen?
Mm-hmm.
We closed early around 6 o'clock because around 5 o'clock we were already having customers telling us that they were sliding. We had one of our cashiers, when she left, she fell because she slipped. And so my manager called the boss and was like, "Hey, can you ask corporate if we can close? This is getting dangerous out here." So then the owner was like, "Yeah, let me call corporate and see what they say." But then about 20 minutes later, we hadn't heard anything back, and we had another customer who almost fell. So my manager was like, "I don't care, I'm closing the store." And so we closed up the store, we're getting ready. And we closed at 6. We gave customers an hour to get some stuff, to get the rest of their groceries, but then we wanted to make sure not only that we could get home and get out of there, but they could get home and get home safe. Mm-hmm. You know, because it was freezing bad. Mm-hmm. And so it was like 6:07. We'd already been closed for like 7 minutes. And we were trying to get everyone home because the ice was getting terrible. We could hear people spinning out in the parking lot. Every time I went out to go find a cart, I almost fell. Mm-hmm. Like, it was bad out there. And this lady came up I tried to come in. I was like, I'm sorry, man, we're closed. Corporate made us close early due to the ice. Mm-hmm. And she just fucking lost it.
Damn.
She's like, I just need a bottle of wine. Please let me in. And I was like, I can't. All the registers have been put away. I need
alcohol now.
Yeah, literally. All the registers have been put. It was like this old lady. And I was like, all the registers have been put away. We're trying to get home. Like, you shouldn't be here either because of how bad the weather is. Like, like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And she just starts, like, begging. She's like, please, I just need a bottle of wine. Please, please, please. And she's like, I'll give you the money. Go buy it for me. I'm like, I'm a man. I'm not even 21. Yeah. I can't buy a bottle of wine for you.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm like, Bi-Mart was staying open till at least 7. They were staying open an extra hour. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you can try Bi-Mart. They're still open. They have a wine and alcohol section.
Yeah.
She's like, please, I just need a bottle of wine. I'm like, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. You can try Bi-Mart. It is literally 20 feet that way. We're right next to a Bi-Mart.
Actively trying to provide a solution, and they're just like, no. They just reject it.
And then so finally she just goes, ugh, and she walks away. And I'm like, have a good day. Drive safe.
Well, at least you were nice.
I'm like, Jesus.
Well, you did what you could. You know what I mean? Some people are not as compliant to reason with.
Really not.
You. If you would like to read this next story we have here.
Don't try to buy something you can't finish. Okay?
Yeah.
Most of what I saw was through the camera footage that I heard was in the store at the time. Lady 1.
So that's just signifying like what each abbreviation means.
Okay. It's Lady 1 is Lady 1, Lady 2, store manager, SM is me. Okay. I was in aisle 3 and I heard commotion coming from aisle 2. Lady 1 was just doing her shopping, looking at something on the shelf. Store manager comes storming up the aisle and throws a punch.
Oh, shit.
Lady 1 staggers, drops her basket, and turns to the manager. Lady goes crazy.
L2 is Lady 2.
Okay, fine.
And store manager is SM, yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So, Lady 1 goes crazy, grabs Lady 2 by the shoulders, and slams her multiple times into the shelf, her head slamming into each time.
Oh my God.
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ.
Manager comes running down the aisle to separate them. He breaks them up and tells Lady 2 to leave while restraining Lady 1. Lady 2 gets to the end of the aisle and starts to hurl abuse at Lady 1. Lady 1 pushes manager aside and runs after her, catches her in aisle 4 and punches her and knocks her to the ground, and then proceeds to start kicking her in the ribs. Holy fuck!
Oh my God.
Manager comes running up again and breaks them up for the second time. This happens 2 more times with the manager breaking them up and then Lady 2 hurling abuse and Lady 1 chasing her and beating her up. Finally, manager manages to convince Lady 2 to shut up and leave the store. At the same time, she's restraining Lady 1. Lady 2 gets outside again and hurls abuse to the front doors. Lady 1 shoves the manager aside and chases her again, beating her in the parking lot. While this is all happening, the front desk calls the police and they arrive so the manager didn't have to break him up again. The police come inside with Lady 1 asking for the camera footage because Lady 1 wants to press charges for the assault Lady 2 started the fight and attacked her without provocation. It was seriously both hilarious and alarming at the same time. We found out a couple of days later that they were sisters-in-law.
Oh.
I apologize if it was confusing. I was trying it not to be. If you have any questions after. Holy shit!
Just for reference, provocation is action or speech that makes someone annoyed or angry.
Okay. Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, I get it. Like, she was not provoked. As in, like, she attacked her for essentially no reason. Yeah, that's a little wild. To just see. Have you ever seen, like, someone get into a big fight at your store?
We were really, really close to one. But we were able to stop it and get him out.
Damn it. I'm just kidding.
But
I want to see bloodlust. I'm just kidding.
We did have a couple people out in the parking lot one time, like, go at it, and they at least, like, shoved each other a couple times, and then we told them they had to go, and they both walked other ways. Mm-hmm. But we have never had anything, at least while in the last year and 5 months that I've worked there, we have never had anything like that happen there.
That's probably good. Let's hope that we never see something like that, or that you never see something like that.
Right, that'd be nice.
Yeah. All right, let's do a couple more, and then I think we'll call it.
All right.
let's look at this one. This one has to do with a power outage. On Saturday night, there was a really bad car accident near our store that took out a power pole, and the power to the area was out for over 8 hours. The generator in the small shopping center out store didn't come on. What? The generator in the small shopping center out store didn't come on. I think they meant our store, not out store. Our store was in, didn't come on. Okay. The store was out of power that whole time. We lost every item in the fridge or freezer, deli, dairy, meat, and fresh produce. I feel like this happened to you in your store, sort of something like that.
Yeah, we had something exactly like this happen.
Well, let's go through the rest of the story, and then you can tell that story. But we lost every item in the fridge or freezer, deli, dairy, meat, and fresh produce, both in the store and the storeroom. To make matters worse, we had received a dairy load and a meat load that night and weren't due for another dairy/freezer delivery for 2 days and meat for 3 days. Our boss spoke to head office. They managed to get us an extra delivery late on the Monday night, but it was going to be limited. This meant we spent all day Sunday and Monday without any cold food. Most customers were understanding after being told what happened. We had signs, but they still asked. A few were not happy, is putting it mildly. I had one woman stand there and yell abuse at me for almost 5 minutes whilst I tried to explain there was nothing I could do. She was pissed that she would have to go to another store now, 5 minutes away. I'm standing there thinking I'd love to tell her exactly what to do with her shopping, and a man came up behind me. Lady, do you seriously think they did this on purpose? Do you seriously think they don't want the sales? Do you seriously think they want idiots like you abusing them? Are you really that stupid? He then turned to me and said, just ignore that stupid B word. I hope the rest of your day is better. Should be more customers like him. All right, so can we get a round of applause for this man? This man
Dude.
Here? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that guy is a G.
He is. Yeah, I love it when customers, kind of like stand up for just other customers being rude or like they kind of like tell them off, I mean, I don't encourage conflict by any means, but it does show us a sign of respect.
Says the same guy who just said he wanted.
He just said I want bloodlust. Yeah, that's true. That's fact. No, I'll cut that out. It's fine.
Let there be blood.
Do you want to tell your story about I don't know if it's like super intriguing or interesting, but you did tell me one time your story.
We only had a small problem. We only had a small problem when it came to our store situation, but literally almost the exact same thing happened. All of a sudden, we went outside and we could see smoke rising, and we checked the news station, and sure enough, a car had turned out of a road when it shouldn't have, and he swerved and he went straight through a power line pole, and we lost power. And so when power happens, I don't know if it's ever happened to you when you worked in retail, but when power happens, we're all trained on certain things we have to get done right away to try to save as much content as we can, as much produce, our meat, our deli, our freezer.
Right.
So we start doing all that. We had to go to every customer, tell them we were sorry. But we had to close the store down because we could not keep it open when there's no power on. We had one register that worked because one register runs on generator power. And so luckily that register was on. And so we could let them still check out, but they had to go now. There's no more shopping they could do. We're like, please get in line. We have a lot of stuff we need to get done. So while we're trying to get everyone in line, none of the freezers are on. None of the fans are running. And so we close every shade. We close every freezer. We seal off all the things, and then we're like trying to make sure everyone's in line. We're grabbing all the backup things to seal off any holes that are because normally in our old freezers, we have new freezers now that work a lot better. But in our old freezers, we had shades we pull over, but there'd still be like little gaps in between them,
Yeah.
And normally that'd be fine. But for this situation, we're like, we need no air to escape. And so we had to block all them off. We thought we got everyone in line. And then this one lady is standing over at our deli, just with the door open. Our dairy, with the door open. And we're like, what are you doing? And so we tell her, I'm like, ma'am, can you please grab what we need to leave these doors open now? And she's like, I just don't know what I want. I'm like, okay, but we have to close the door or all that's going to run out of cold air. And so finally she grabs what she was looking for, and she gets up in line, and we shut that door. and we stayed there for a couple hours to like watch things. The manager came in and bought a bunch of dry ice from Albertsons, and we put them in all of our things. Our frozen cooler was fine because that stayed cold enough. Our meat was pretty okay, and most of our deli was pretty okay. But all of our milk and stuff that was right in front of where our like dairy doors were, all went bad. And so we had to throw away almost, I think, $1,000 or to like $1,500 worth of dairy.
Oh my god, Jesus. Yeah. The funny thing is that I don't think my store ever trained at least me on what to do in those scenarios. I'm guessing that for my position, I wasn't necessarily in charge of doing that, but I'm sure like they would have wanted me to help if it came down to it. But luckily we never really had like a huge power outage like that. But yeah, that is rough for like, I never really thought about it before how bad of a scenario it is for like a grocery store to lose power. Like definitely not preferred by any means. All right, well let's do one more story here. If you want to take this final one for the night. All right. Ooh. Okay. Ooh.
Long one.
This is a long one. All right. You want to do this one?
Yeah.
All right.
A good one to end it off on.
Yeah. True. All right. Go ahead.
When I worked at a hardware store, I occasionally had to spot for people who had to grab pallets of product at the lift. Of course, when we do that, we would need to choose two aisles. One being where we need to close two aisles. One being where the project is, the other being the adjacent one, where in the event of something being pushed or pulled by accident when grabbing overhead product, no one gets hurt or injured from something falling. Obviously, we don't want customers passing or opening the gates because we want customers to be safe. Unfortunately, some dinguses didn't think the rule applied to them and thought to be untouchable. A coworker in the forklift and I were in the tile aisle.
Sure.
Tile aisle. Okay. Helping an older couple, sweet people, get some tile, and it turned out the remaining tile they needed was on the overhead. Mm-hmm. So, as my CW coworker got the lift, got the lift in position, I went to close the other aisle to the right, our carpeting, and see a group of 6 people looking at their rollaway carpet. Naturally, we can't close an aisle when there are people still shopping, so I asked if they needed some help and then let them know we're going to be closing the aisle soon. They proceeded to stand in the aisle for 10 minutes just looking at the rolled up carpet, which, mind you, we only had 5 different kinds with varying colors and cuts on display, so there wasn't much to choose from, and talking about God knows what. The older lady, needing the tile, realized that they were holding up the aisle and was waiting at the other end of the aisle looking at them with her arms crossed. Even though she was wearing shades, I could tell she was staring at them. Finally, what seems like an answering, the group leaves, and I rush to both gates and close the latch to the shelves. My DW was bringing the pallet.
I'm pretty sure that means. I'm sorry. I'm clarifying. I'm pretty sure.
No, it is. It's coworker. Okay. It's just short for coworker.
Okay, yeah.
My CW was bringing the pallet.
Coworker.
The pallets down. Bringing the pallets down as I was watching the gates on the carpeting aisle. As I was looking at the other aisle to see if anyone was looking into our flooring aisle, if I had to tell customers, we would open it shortly. I turned to see 2 guys, early 20s, from the group before on the other aisle, unlatched the gate opposite to me, opened it, and proceeded to walk in the middle of the aisle. I quickly called for the forklift to stop and call out to the guys, "Hey, this aisle is blocked off right now. We're getting a pallet down," and I keep pushing me over. One of the Einsteins looked over at me and said, "We're just getting some tape." Tape? You guys are just having a heavy pallet avalanche turned you guys into a pancake for freaking tape? Can't just wait 2 minutes? I stood there dumbfounded as how impatient and stupid they were. By the time I got out of it, they had left and closed the gate back. I told my CW coworker and my floor manager that happened, and they were less amused as I was. Moral of the story: don't open and close gates, not pass their hazardous gate signs. Odds are there is a good reason you're being kept on the opposite side. Impatient dummies open and close gate. Okay, let's just
TLDR. Wow. Okay. So what? You're acting like I'm being an asshole right now. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just clarifying what things mean for people that might not know.
Okay.
Yeah. You think I'm over here being like, Brennan, you're dumb. This is what this means. No, I'm not trying to mansplain. I'm not a mansplainer. Okay.
Mansplaining.
All right. Well, maybe sometimes I am. I don't know. But right now I'm not trying to be.
Yeah.
But that's a little concern. See, that's the thing is like there's customer entitlement to where it's just annoying, and then there's customer entitlement to where it's just like genuinely dangerous.
They have a death wish.
They literally have a death wish. I'm pretty sure there was people at the store I worked at that would like go in the back, like where, you know, only employees were allowed, and they would like try to get stuff off of like the really high sort of like shelves, like where the pallets were, and we would just be like, dude, there's nothing back here that is of interest to you to where you should be back here and risk getting hurt. You know, like
one of my favorites will always be when a customer asks for something and you know there's no more of it because like the truck came today and we're not getting any more trucks until tomorrow. And they ask for something, and you're like, no, sorry, we have it. And then they pull the whole, can you check in the back? Yeah. And I'm just like, half the time, sometimes I'm not sure. So I will go check in the back.
Uh-huh.
Other times I know, and I'll be like, no, I'm sorry. The truck came yesterday.
Yeah.
What's on the floor is what's on the floor.
Yeah. Sometimes, and that's the thing is like, sometimes you just got to go back. Even if you know that there's nothing back there, you just got to go back there and just make them think that you actually tried looking, and just go back there and just kind of like walk around. I've had to do that before.
Just go back there, look at your phone, turn around, walk away.
Yeah, basically, except we would never look at our phones on the job because we're getting paid and we're hardworking employees. But other than that,
yeah.
So I think that's where we're gonna end off this episode of Chit Chats. So this was an interesting one. We kind of got a little bit of got to see the more cynical side of working retail, because it by no means is it a walk in the park, so to speak. But at the end of the day, everyone goes through stuff like this. Or I mean, like, retail workers go through stuff like this from time to time. And I think it just overall, moral of the story is respect your retail workers, because God knows they're not getting respect all the time.
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna cap this one off on a nice little moral here. So Brennan, thank you for being here tonight for this episode of Chit Chats, and for sharing some of your stories and your tales from retail. You have any final parting words to give our audience? This is gonna be really profound. Just wait. It's coming. You're not ready.
One time, Chuck Norris jumped out of an airplane with a parachute. The parachute didn't work. So he went back to the store the next day and returned it.
Thank you. And that's where we're going to end this episode off. Chuck Norris jokes in 2023. That's the new meta, guys. All right. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Chit Chats. Peace out.
What?